What's going on, everybody? This is Hijack Homage, and you're watching SummerFridge. This is probably one of the darkest and saddest theory I probably did on this channel. I would have never went down this rabbit hole if it wasn't for a commenter who pretty much challenged me to look at cars and come up with a theory. So, thanks, bro. It was tough trying to find a theory that no one has talked about. The Cars franchise has been out since 2006, and I was late to the party if I wanted dibs on a theory for this movie, as I expect the Cars movie has been milk dry or dry, gasoline dry. But anywho, I researched over and over, and I feel like I got a winner. A theory nobody discussed until today. I am here to explain the unavoidable fate for the race of cars. In order to figure out where cars will be heading to, we have to understand where they've been. So here's a brief history of Cars. Cars 2006. In the first Cars movie, the story is about rookie race car Lightning McQueen, who gets lost on the way to California for a tiebreaker race in the Piston Cup, a famous race worldwide, and ends up in a little town called Radiator Springs on Route 66 that has since been forgotten because the interstate was built. He accidentally wrecks the road and is sent to fix it. After Lightning fixes the road, Doc Hudson no longer wants him in town. So he calls the news crew to take Lightning to Los Angeles. But it doesn't take long for Doc to realize how much he has helped Radiator Springs. So he goes back to being the Hudson Hornet and becomes McQueen's crew chief. Cars 2 2011. Cars 2 is about Lightning McQueen and his tow truck buddy Mater, having had their share adventures together, but nothing like what they experienced when they head overseas for the first ever World Grand Prix. While Lightning has his eye on the road to the championship, Mater takes a detour to the international espionage where he meets British master spy Finn McMissile and stunning spy in training Holly Shifwell. Cars 3 2017. The story focuses on Lightning McQueen, who deals with a new generation of race cars taking over the world of racing. Jackson Storm is an arrogant high-tech racer who leads the new and next generation. As everyone begins to ask him if he might retire, McQueen struggles with keeping up with these new racers during the final race of the season. He suffers a horrible crash. After the crash, he is assigned to Cruz Ramirez to train him. Cruz reveals that she always wanted to be a racer, but never found the confidence to do so. It was after the bonding that McQueen remembers Cruz's racing dreams and has her take his place in the race at the Florida 500. Using what she learned on the road, Cruz found the confidence to catch up to Storm. She wins the race along with McQueen and begins racing for Dinoco. The Cars franchise has many unsolved questions that may or may not need answers, but there's one in particular that I may have a logical answer to, just by following the patterns our real world share with the Cars world. Because let's think about the Cars setup for a moment. Its world is clearly Earth. We know this from the various Earth-based places named on the road sign and in the plot references, and from the appearance of Earth maps. But Cars' world is populated only by vehicles, with not a human in sight. Nevertheless, this world was clearly built for humans and therefore logically by humans. The 2013 film Planes confirmed that a version of the World War II definitely happened in Cars universe, which logically means there must have been a car version of Hitler. Car version of the horrors at Hiroshima. Cars 3 also confirmed that there was a car version of Prohibition. Some of the old cars ran moonshine, though whether the Prohibition beverage was alcohol or gasoline remains unclear. There are buildings with human-sized doors, rooms, and staircases, with cars with their board frames and heavy wheels cannot use. The London Eye Ferris wheel existed. So does the Eiffel Tower. These landmarks could not have been built by cars, tractors, or planes, nor would such sentient machinery have any use for such things. With that established, the question we're faced with now is exactly what happened to the people in the Cars universe. It's likely they existed once. The cars do have door handles. Jay Ward, the series creator director, has floated a theory. He says, if you think about this, we have autonomous cars technology coming in right now. It's getting to the point where you can sit back in the car and it drives itself. Imagine in the near future when cars keep getting smarter and smarter, and after one day they just go, why do we need human beings anymore? They're just slowing us down. It's just extra weight. Let's get rid of them. But the car takes on the personality of the last person who drove it. Whoa, there you go. Out of all of these theories I've read dealing with this issue, it was this theory that made the most sense because in the world of Pixar, we do have a car that is able to self-drive long before Lightning McQueen or even Hudson were even able to. And this is where we bring in the Incredible. Back when Bob Parr was still a superhero, Mr. Incredible, his main form of transport was a large car known as the Incredible that could transform from a stealth mode normal looking black sedan. It had silver horizon stripes on the side and two vertical blue stripes on the hood with a negative black lowercase I and a red dot located between, mirroring the design of his supersuit. The Incredible has a jet turbine on its rear that turns into a spare tire and a long pointed hood that retracts itself to make itself flatter when it's in stealth mode. Its onboard features include a built-in GPS system that can help Bob track down enemies, a mechanism that can change him into a supersuit, a red boost button that allows the car to go faster. It is also shown to have an injectable passenger seat. The car has several driving modes, which suggests a greater array of capabilities. In Incredible 2, the Incredible was in possession of a wealthy car collector who brought it from a private auction. When the hypnotized super came after Dash, Violet, and Jack, Dash summoned the car and Frozone activated its voice recognition, enabling the Parr children to use it to escape and reach the Davers ship, the Everest, to rescue their parents. So, let's think this through. If we believe what the series creator director of Cars who claimed that these cars would have taken on personality of the last person who drove it, then does that mean the Incredible would have became an electronic artificial intelligent version of Mr. Incredible, a superhero? Mr. Incredible uses his superpower to serve a purpose. Superheroes protect innocent people and help fight crime. They also use their strength and confidence boosters to keep on saving lives and defeating villains. To be a superhero, there are some elements someone needs to have to call themselves a hero. Most of the superheroes have the characteristics of courage, morality, resilience, and the most important superpowers or super gadgets. One characteristic that all superheroes have is courage. Courage is a highly praised quality that many people admire. Every superhero has something that has encouraged them to do what they're doing now. So when the Incredible comes to life as the first car to do so, he'll be the first to start this revolution, or this movement of waking up other cars and eventually cause a forceful overthrow of the suppressors, which would be the humans. And the Incredible would be the perfect car to pull this off due to its weapons, tech, and not to mention its idea of being a hero. How fast will cars advance? Now that we may have the first possible car to come alive in the Pixar universe, let's talk about how fast this takeover would have taken. Within the Pixar theory, cars taking place from 2110 to 2804. With humans gone, machines are left to rule the world unchecked. Without humans around, they assume the roles of their previous owners and carry on human traditions. We can also see that there are still some animals on Earth because some birds are seen on the telephone wires during the Life is a Highway montage. Cars just takes place after humans leave a populated Earth. The cars are either powered by and large and Syndrome's AI technology, or they would have came to life through the power of their owners' memories. So, in 89 years, we're looking at cars not just coming to life, but taking over the world and owning it. Now, it's hilarious, but technology at advancing speed is nothing to laugh at. In the real world, it's about to get futuristic pretty fast. In industryweek.com, they state that electrical vehicles will account for about 10% of the new vehicle sales by 2025. Hybrids will reach a 40% share. The connectivity of cars will be a key factor in 2025 and beyond. The study predicts that many vehicles will be permanently online, sending and receiving information via the internet. On the World Economic Forum, flying cars could be a possibility in the near future. As Japan plans to commercialize as soon as 2023, companies such as Airbus, Boeing, and Uber are all working the field. And this is where I bring in Jackson Storm. Jackson Storm is the main antagonist of Cars 3. He is the Piston Cup racer and Lightning McQueen's rival in the film, the poster child of a new generation of high-tech racers. He believes he represents the future of racing and has little regard for the older race car generation. His race number is 20, stylized as 2.0. Storm is a high-tech racer, a new generation that we see. And with this, we also witness cars evolving, which is logical. And what's super cool with knowing a high-tech car existing is that the Incredimobile can transform from one car into another. I'll tell you why this is important soon. And this is where history will repeat itself, in my opinion. The same way the woke cars got rid of the humans, the car with the high tech will become more robotic. What's better than a car that needs to eat, breathe, and sleep? A sentient machine that is armed and programmed to win. Several technology commentators have speculated about a danger that would be subjugated intentionally or accidentally by artificial intelligence. A disaster sometimes called the robopocalypse. Several smart people have taken it seriously. Elon Musk, whose company makes artificial intelligence self-driving cars, called the technology more dangerous than nukes. Stephen Hawking warned that it could spell the end of the human race. In 2003, Martin Rees published a book entitled Our Final Hour, in which he warned that humankind is potentially the maker of its own demise. The same could be said for the cars and these new high-tech racers. The unavoidable fate of cars has to be robotic AI cars with the ability to transform into a more robotic version of themselves, to evolve in not just intelligence but armor and weapons. Cars and other machines are left to populate and dominate Earth. With the planet void of humans, the event of Cars franchise are able to take place. During this time, the event crisis worsens, and the planet soon becomes barren of any life or sentient machines. And it is due to many years of fighting that we finally see what Earth looks like in WALL-E, with tons and tons of trash on a wasteland of a planet. And don't think I'm tripping with where Cars could end up at. Obviously, Cars franchise seen this future coming as well. And all you have to do is follow the logic. Thanks for watching this video. It took me a while to pull these information together, so hit that like button if you enjoyed it. You should also consider subscribing to see when Cars 4 does come out, as it was confirmed. I'm curious if anything I said would play out in any way, shape, or form in the movie. The subscribe button is right below this video. It's bright, it's red, and happy for a bright red start to 2021. Help this channel reach the 1,000 subscriber mark, but don't do it for me. But do it for you, because you deserve weekly Pixar content delivered to your timeline. So go ahead and spoil yourself. All right, I'm out.